Look at that damage. That is pretty dang bad, but we can make it look nearly new. That's not good. This is your dash on crack. Got to get it off. Just a little sneak peek to the end. This is what you guys can expect. Okay, I will say this is a much easier job if you pull the dash out. Doing it in your vehicle, you'll hate yourself for it. So you can see I've already cut this crack out for the most part, and you can see that it's pretty dang flat. You don't want any edges sticking up. Now I'll move you over to this one. See, I've got to take that all the way off down to here where it's flat. So I got to widen that out. And the easiest way to do it is just with a razor blade and a heat gun. When we come back here, we got our vents, and it's pretty dang bad because the vinyl is actually separating from the foam underneath. We've got a mouse that chewed right in here. And then there's this speaker hole right here where there is no speaker under there. This middle one I could save. Can't save this one. And I can't save this one. So, as of right now, I'm just going to cover it all the way up. Just be done with it. I don't need it there because to do what we're going to do to fill it in, we actually need to kind of bring it up a little bit so there's a skim coat. And actually, the thicker we do it, to a degree, you know, the better it is and the stronger it is. And now you can see my knife even just sticks in beautifully, and I'm cutting it at an angle. I want to feather this. Bring it in there for a minute. So this is looking pretty beat up now. So before I got to do a little bit more prep work to it, but how are we going to actually feel that to make it actually look like it should? They actually sell a specialty product that is meant just for dash pads that looks a lot like Bondo, smells a lot like Bondo, mixes just like Bondo, sands just like Bondo, because it's essentially just Bondo. And you can use Bondo, and it works just fine. So you can use Bondo, no problem. I'm going to use Body Filler, or Bog. Exact same thing. This just sands a little bit nicer. For all intents and purposes, it's exactly the same thing. This is just a little bit easier to work with. This is 3M's Platinum Filler. This is, if I recall, $60, $70 a can, $80 a can, something like that, versus $15, $20 a can. So just use this if you don't do body work. So we're going to use this in there, but we need to make it bond mechanically. So there is some prep work where we're going to have Bondo. We're going to call it Bondo this whole time. We're going to have Bondo sitting on top of this vinyl top. This, you know, so we need to actually scuff it up. So we're going to use some 80 grit, scuff that up a little bit. But I'm going to show you a little bit more of the theory behind actually applying it to this. So let me show you a little bit of my theory behind this. We have a plastic base. Down here is hard plastic. You got foam, and then you got the vinyl on top of it. The foam gives. The vinyl, I mean, vinyl doesn't give itself. It's just hard. It only gives because it's sitting on top of foam. Well, if we put the Bondo on top of foam, then we expect it to give the exact same amount, and it'll just crack. So I want the Bondo to sit directly on top of the plastic so it doesn't give. So if you whack the Bondo, it doesn't give. Now, if you whack right here, there's a chance that it will crack at this joint. So what we're also going to do is I dug the foam out a little bit underneath because I want Bondo to go under some of my vinyl so my vinyl doesn't flex right here at all. So I want it to go under my vinyl so my vinyl is hard and my Bondo's hard. And so if they whack right on a joint right here, it's not going to crack. Now if you whack over here, likely you're going to actually just crack the vinyl itself again, which then my repair wouldn't have failed. But so the idea is I went back to where it was flat, you know, where everything is flat. I angled as sharp as I could so I have a taper, so this has as much bite to the Bondo as possible, the vinyl, and then I dig out a little bit underneath of the foam, so that kind of can peel up, and I can get some Bondo under there and help hold from top and bottom to hold my original vinyl. That's the theory. So now I'm going to scuff up a little bit right here with some 80 grit, just so any Bondo sitting on top, because I'm going to have Bondo, you know, paper thin across the top, tapered out, and I need it to adhere well to this surface. Now I'm doing this demo just for you guys. This is a chunk of Bondo I've let cure for about a week and a half, and it is crispy. But over here where I heated it up, look at that. It flexes. It flexes just like vinyl. Over here where I have it, it'll just snap. But it heats up almost very, very similarly to vinyl. So it will flex with the vinyl when the sun hits it. And it'll be just as brittle as vinyl in the cold winter. First application, gonna look like crap. It's just to fill in underneath, and then the next one, you're not playing as much, and it's gonna smooth across. And then another one and another one. We'll get there. It's coming along nicely. It's starting to look like a big old chunk of Bondo, but that's okay. See, we're trying to rebuild these. These are going to be the trickiest part. Nothing's going to end up perfect. I mean, I don't know if you can see even the lines on this dash. Even when they were new, weren't straight. Everything is just kind of thrown together, just a cheapo dash. Nobody was paying that much attention to them. So it'll probably be straighter than it was from the factory. And if it cracks again, so did the original. So it's just as good as factory, I guess you could say, right? We're chugging along. This crack right here is almost finished. You can see I'm starting to make some of the grooves. I still got to add Bondo. There was a little split right there. That was easy. Had to completely form this mouse chewed out part, and we got to go in, and that'll take a little bit of sanding to try to get it close. Got to realize again, this thing is not flat. You know, anybody can put Bondo on paper thin and spread it out, but when you have to put it on 1/2 inch thick and 100% just free form, you know, edges, 360 degrees essentially, both sides, that's some skill. At least I'm telling myself that. But the most important part is just this leading edge. And so I've got another couple coats to put on. We'll put another coat on, and I'm sure I'll have little pinholes or something. Just keep chugging along, sanding away. All the Bondo work / body filler work is all done. You can see, turned out good. That whole front lip is hand formed. So it's not perfect, but it's good enough. I ended up bridging the gap between the two just so I could have a uniform bead welting along the front. It is kind of thin in this area, so I do kind of worry about if you smack the dash, you would crack it. But, I mean, if you smacked it over here in the original stuff, you would crack it. So, I mean, this dash is garbage. It was garbage to start with. But it's presentable now. Nobody, you know, you'll look at it and you'll think that it's just a regular dash unless you inspect it. I mean, I'm the only one that's ever going to inspect it. 80 grit, and then I finished it out with 180, and I did it by hand. I did most of it just with a DA, you know, and then some just with a rubber block, just because it has a sharp edge. I just use that sharp edge and folded up the sandpaper around the side to make my essentially my welting lines. But then I also had to wrap a piece of sandpaper like around the edge of this sharp front, just and kind of cut in there, cut that line back and forth, and I've got it. Took a few hours, but it is ready to paint. So what do we do for paint? What do we do for texture if we do have texture? Let's go over that. I looked out. This is a smooth texture, so I don't really have a texture on here at all, so I don't need to worry about texture. But if you do have a texture, there's a couple things you can do. One is this stone paint. This actually puts down a good texture. They used to sell it. I used to buy this stuff all the time. Out of trunk paint, but it was the same thing, had a texture to it. You can cover up a lot of bad stuff with this. And it's pretty grainy to begin with, so I would just use this as my texture, and then I would paint over the top of that. So, or you have things like the hammer finish. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's a nice little light texture. You know, this hammer finish, it gives a decent texture to everything. That would probably look pretty good. You could probably even do things like, I've never seen it done, but you could probably even do stuff like truck bed coating. Sprayed on would give a little bit of a lumpy texture to match, because once you do this, even if you have just that little those little teeny lines inside of vinyl, once you paint over it, you're going to cover up pretty much all of that. What am I going to paint it with? You can actually buy vinyl paint. I'm not using vinyl paint. First, I'm going to use an adhesion promoter, plastic adhesion promoter. This helps paint stick to plastic. And then I'm going to use a spray paint that and a primer that says it works on plastic. That's it. They sell specialty stuff, but for this, I probably wouldn't use this on vinyl like your seat, because it would flake off eventually. But a dash, it doesn't really move. You're not sitting on it. You're not wearing it. This stuff will be just fine, and this matches perfectly. I've got my adhesion promoter on. Theoretically, shouldn't need this really with paint that sticks to plastic. Can. Straw's broken. Got to be sprayed up and down. Looks like a brand new dash. The white actually kind of looks cool. But it's going brown here in a minute. Now I got to close up the garage and just let it dry. Got too much of a sheen right now. It's actually just supposed to be a satin finish, so should really kind of mute out, lay down. The sheen should lay down after it dries. But you guys can see it. Looks like a dash. Looks too clean for the truck. Looks way too clean. So we can fix that. We'll make it dirty looking. There we go. That's what it turned out looking like. It looks phenomenal. It's a little glossier than I hoped, but kind of just looks like you armor-alled your dash. So you cannot tell there's any damage. Everything's just kind of loose right now. Nothing's bolted in. Take you around to the other side. Okay. There you go. Can't tell there was ever any damage. Looks like a brand new, or at least super duper clean dash. You can't even tell where I started my Bondo, which is nice. So feathered in really well. A little bit of patience, and your dash could look like that as well. Joe. 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 Hey. Joe. Joe. Hey. Hey. Good job. Jump again. Come on. Give me that. Give me that. Yeah. Yeah. Nope. Jump. Good job. Yo.